Good evening. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Fortunate Fortune Teller, where we are very fortunate to be your fortune teller for this evening. Okay, so just know that we are here. Look at this. Both the cards I open up, you got the King of Swords and the King of Cups right off the bat. Okay, so just know this is the one who sees everything, and this is your lover, the one you love the most. This King of Cups, you love him. You love that King of Cups for some reason. I don't know why, but you do. But just understand, they are putting together something for you. Okay? King of Cups is working on something right now. Okay? And they are severely undercover. Okay? The people they don't even know what's going on. These people that the King of Cups has around, they don't realize that this King of Cups pretty much has been going with the flow. Like, they knew what was going to happen this whole time. You know what I'm saying? They know. They make videos on their Stray 5D on you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. Go check them out. All right, that's who that is. Look, here they go again. King of Cups again. That is who our counterpart is. Stray 5D. Okay, so it is what it is. It is what they're the masculine too. They're the divine masculine. We're the divine feminine. How about that? Okay, that's how you could tell. They got all the money over there. We got none. They got all the subscribers. We got none. But just know, we are working our way up. Okay, we are good. We're just as good as they are. Okay, that's all that matters. They just have more money. That's all that matters. But just worry, they're coming. They're gonna take care of everything for you. So let's see what's going on with this person. Okay, Death is here. All right, let's see. If this. This is Stray character, what they're gonna, how they're gonna handle this, okay? Because they've been doing this for over 4 years now. Close to 4 years they've been doing this. When's it gonna end? When does the story end? Okay, when is the story gonna end? When are we gonna, get rid of these karmic energies? When is this all gonna come about? Let's find out. Okay, I know right now there's a lot of chaos. Think about it. You got this blood moon right now. Okay, this is all about releasing. Okay, this is all about letting go. It's a 9-year, number 9. Okay, just know things are working out for you. Okay, because let me tell you something, brother. You are the one who's here to create the new world. Okay, you are the one who create the new earth. Like I said, it's all about things being done, letting go, release, completed cycles. Okay, this is what 9 is. It's a 9-year. Okay, 999's coming up this, in a couple of days. All right, you have a 999 portal. Okay. The fact of Neptune and Saturn going to be stationed direct in Aries after they finish this retrograde, that is a whole other start. Okay, so everything is coming to the end. We're at the end. Okay, you know why we're at the end? Because this King of Wands told me so. They said, let me tell you something, brother. He said, everything is coming to an end now. He said, you did it. You lasted it. You outlasted them. He said, I'm very proud of you. And I have you they got a big trophy for you, this King of Wands. They said, we have a huge trophy for you, brother. It's got your name written all over it. I said, cool, thank you. I said, appreciate you. I said, just make sure it's nice and polished for me, okay? And they also got me a championship belt. That's what they got me. Cardinal sign champion belt, okay? Because we are the Cancer, brother. We are the undisputed, universal, heavyweight champion of all spiritual warfare. And there ain't a damn thing anybody could do to take it from us, okay? Believe me when I tell you, because if they could, they already would have, okay? They tried to take everything else. But let me tell you something, brother. The reason why they can't take nothing from you is because of the 7 of Pentacles, okay, brother? Because you had a long-term view, okay? You're not just one of those people who wants to shoot right to the 10 of Pentacles and not do the work, okay? You put together a plan, all right? You were hardworking, you're perseverant, diligent, okay? You had results. You had to start somewhere, okay? Why not start at the 7 of Pentacles? That's exactly where everybody, a lot of people, they just want to jump right to the 10 of Pentacles. They don't want to do the 7, 8, 9, 10. They just want to go right to it. They don't want to be an apprentice. They don't want to master their craft. They don't want to have high standards. They don't want to work hard. They just want everything handed to them. They just want to take. Okay, but the days of taking are over. Okay, now it's all about what is meant for you will always find you now. That is what we're doing. Okay, that's how we do things in this world. Okay, this world that we're creating here. Okay, just know that it's going to be a big party of ours. It's going to be a 3 of Cups. It's going to be a celebration. Because people are not going to have to worry about being in fear anymore, okay? Because we're going to get rid of that fear-based tactics, okay? Because remember, the devil can only control you with fear. Trust me when I tell you, that's all they got on you, okay? That's all they got, okay? When you don't fear nothing, They can't do nothing. Same thing with the karmic energy around you, all the demons. Okay, tell them to go fuck themselves in their blackmail, whatever. Watch how they respond. They don't know what to do. Okay, because that's the only thing they can do is control you with fear. That's all they could do. So when you tell them to go fuck themselves and don't respond, then they don't know what to do. It sends out a crazy thing. These people, they lose their mind over it because now I have no access to your energy. Okay, they're starving because they were so used to feeding off your energy all the years. Now they don't have it, okay? Because Page of Swords in reverse, because all that deception, all that manipulation, all that talk, all that hastiness, Page of Swords in reverse, all got them nowhere, okay? Because they thought that they were going to come in there, they were going to fool your counterpart about you, okay? They thought they were going to come in there and say all this stuff about you. Granted, listen, whatever happened was supposed to happen, okay? It all worked out for your greatest good, okay? There was a prophecy about you. Okay, you have to understand this. There's been a prophecy. These people have been trying to stop this. Okay, they already knew this is how it happens. They get this word that there's a prophecy, you're going to do something, blah, blah, blah. So they figure we're going to stop them before that even happens. But the reality is that they're actually creating that, okay? Because they're making it happen by trying to stop it. So just know that is how it gets created for you. And that is what they've been following, all right? And that's why they tried so hard to keep you stuck, keep you not knowing what's going on, and and with all that deception and manipulation, okay? But now you get into a hangman, pause and surrender, taking a look at the situation, saying, you know what, let me look at this from another perspective here, okay? This doesn't sound right, okay? And by you doing that, was able to give you the right state of mind to where you were able to do, come to this conclusion that you can manifest this new world. You were able to learn, okay? Learn things. You were able to learn tricks. You became a trickster of sorts. That even though you can't get this one here, but here we go. So just know, I'm not even looking, just throw it in the air and catching it. But don't worry, everything is going to be just fine here, because we are the ones who bring the fun, because you are the sun. All right, so just know, all this deception and manipulation, it is over here, okay? It's over. It's a whole new world, okay, brother? Because let me tell you something, whatever High Priestess in reverse, they thought that they were going to come in there, they were going to, take your spot, they were going to, be you, steal your energy, take your counterpart, do all these things they thought they were going to do. They really thought that, and they had a lot of help. Let me tell you something. They had all the money to do this, okay? They had all the family support to do this, okay? You were persona non grata at that time, okay? So this person made it very easy for them to sneak in and act like they're going to be the savior, okay? So just understand, this person now is being seen for exactly who they are. And that is a High Priestess in reverse. When you're a High Priestess in reverse, it means you're being seen as a High Priestess in reverse. This is what you're being seen in, is the environment, okay? And you know what you're being seen? You're going to be Six of Wands publicly recognized, okay? Because you are creating this world. You are the one who exposed this High Priestess in reverse. You showed exactly who this person is, okay? This person tried to say that you are them, but no. No. You called back your energy, okay? Sent back whatever bullshit energy you had, and now look at it, okay? Look at you. Now look at them. Look at you. Now look at them. Okay? They look gray now, brother. Let me tell you something. Your counterpart, any ex that ever had, they see you now and they're like, whoa, what did I miss? I really messed up on this one. Just know that, okay? And that's why you're being publicly recognized, Six of Wands, okay? And this is to the chagrin of this High Priestess in reverse. They're sick over this. The thing is that there ain't nothing they could do now, okay? You're way too protected. You're way too protected. Not to mention all the other stuff here. The crystals, the sage, you know what I mean? All types of other stuff you got here. Dream catchers, feng shui mirrors, freaking, crosses, Jesus. I mean, you name it, we got it. Okay, we are protected, brother, okay? Because let me tell you something. All this protection, to the chagrin of this High Priestess in reverse, now is going to lead to a Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, people are going to want to come clean now, because they don't want to be around this Page of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. This person was deceptive, okay? They deceived the people around them. They said things about you that weren't true. They made it like that they were the savior. They tried to make it like they were an earth angel. Okay, they tried to make it like this, like they had all the answers. Okay, they made all these promises. All they did, Page of Swords in reverse, was deceive and manipulate those people that they told them for their help. Okay, and these people, they helped them too. Okay, but now those people have to pay the price now. Okay, because they helped the wrong one. Okay, they messed with the wrong one and they helped the wrong one. So, what else can you say? You know what I mean? Except Two of Swords, difficult decisions, okay? Now they want to avoid these mistakes they made. They want to act like they want to walk away now from this High Priestess verse, act like they weren't involved, thinking that, you know, you can't see what's really going on. Now they want to come clean. Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? Because they feel like that's the only way out. They feel that either they're going to go down in a ball of flames with this High Priestess in reverse, this deceptive High Priestess in reverse, or come clean. That's really all that's all they really have now, okay? So there's going to be people that are going to come. It's not going to be, all you really need is one or two of them, okay? One or two blows the lid off of it, okay? And especially your counterpart being undercover there, that's really going to show. So you're going to have all types of people. This is going to be one of the biggest stories you'll ever see. This is what's going to flip the whole world onto a new age. Believe me when I tell you, okay? Because Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because these people, they're stuck now, brother. Okay, whoever's around with this High Priestess in reverse, stuck. Okay, they see the deception here. They see the manipulation. They see how this person's acting. They're acting like this. Okay, they're coming off you with like they're secretive, like they have a hidden agenda, like they're disconnected from their intuition. They're withdrawn. Okay, they're acting selfish and shallow, ignorant. Okay, there's a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to this person, okay? Their deception and manipulation has caused a lot of problems with a lot of different people. Okay, a lot of people, you know, got fronts on the money. Everybody owes everybody money now, okay? So just know, now they're stuck. So it's basically these people did all this work against you without any reward for it. No reward they got, nothing, except a smack in the mouth they're gonna get, okay? Because they gotta come clean and they gotta get on their hands and knees and beg and say why they deserve a chance, okay? It ain't gonna be that easy. You're gonna get down on your hands and knees, and you're gonna beg, and you're gonna tell us, you're gonna say, this is how I'm gonna correct this behavior, okay? You don't think you're gonna walk away with no consequences. No. You are gonna have consequences, okay? Because Four of Cups, we're indifferent to it. We don't give a fuck what happens to you, okay? Because at the end of the day, we don't come up with the consequences, okay? Karma and God do, okay? And what you did was so bad, okay, that it's being viewed as almost on serial killer type levels in the 5D. What you did in the 5D, the spiritual realm, is considered in the physical realm on par of serial killers. That's the truth, this High Priestess reverse. That's 100% accurate. This is why this person will not ever come back. Trust me when I tell you, this person is going to go up in flames. Believe me when I tell you, them and that King of Swords in reverse, they're finished. Matriarchs, done. I mean, they could still come back from this, but trust me when I tell you, this High Priestess in reverse and that King of Swords in reverse, they not coming back. They are not. There has to be sacrifices, okay? They wanted to sacrifice you. No. Now they have to sacrifice themselves now, okay? Because once you promise a sacrifice. They promised you, okay? And they could not deliver. So if they cannot deliver, what do you think is going to happen? They got to still pay, okay? Because you are, brother, the fool. You are the one who runs on universal energy, okay? There's nobody that's going to tell you otherwise, okay? And this is why you continue to move the way you do, okay? This is why people want to come clean, because they see you don't give a fuck, okay? The only way that anything could matter here is if this High Priestess had you all sad, all, you know, serious, all wishing. They thought that you were going to come out of wherever you came from, and you were going to, you know, jail or however, lost, but I don't know where the fuck you came. But just know, they thought you were going to come out and be so wishing to be them, okay? Because they had your counterpart. They took all your stuff. They destiny swap or tried to do that. Okay, they tried all these things and they thought they had it under control, but they never expected you to come back and just not give a fuck and just act the fool and let the universe take care of it for you. And that's exactly what's happening right now, okay? That's why this Five of Wands, brother, this conflict, this rivalry, whatever, this competition that this High Priestess thought that they were going to have with this fool, okay, in reverse, thought they were going to have with this fool, was not even a competition, okay? It was a one-sided competition, okay? Because this fool was not even paying attention to this High Priestess verse. They don't even know who this is. this fool. They don't want to know who this is, okay? All we know is that this person wanted to be this fool in the worst way, okay? And they really thought that they were going to be able to take that energy. But they were sadly mistaken, okay? Because now they're being seen for exactly who they are. High Priestess in reverse. You are being seen for who you are, and that's a fool, okay? And that is why nothing can hurt you, okay? Because when you're in the full energy, it's all about innocence and new beginning. Nobody's going to come around, okay? Nobody's going to bother you. So whatever rivalry, wants these people had, they only really had conflict with themselves now, okay? So they're all fighting amongst themselves because they see that you're not being affected by this, okay? So they're doing all this crazy stuff, spending all this money. They have a witch doctor out here. Believe me or not, they have a witch doctor, a Nigerian or Haitian witch doctor that they're paying to attack you for years now, okay? Now this person's finished, whoever this is, okay? That is what's really blowing the lid off. They're saying that this fool, trying to attack this fool, this person's destroying themselves. This is a well-known Haitian or Nigerian witch doctor, okay, that is being paid a lot of money and nothing is working anymore, okay? And this high priestess is losing their mind because they're spending they're siphoning so much money right now. It's just out of like your counterpart's business, okay? They're taking money out of the business. They're taking money out of everything. They're robbing your counterpart blind to pay for spell work to get to hurt you, and all it's doing is going back and destroying whoever is paying for it and whoever's doing it, okay? Now people, Seven of Swords in reverse, want to come clean because they see that, Knight of Swords and Page of Swords and reverse and Knight of Pentacles in reverse, that these people are working without reward. They feel stuck, okay? All because of this deceptive and manipulative High Priestess in reverse. While you had your long-term view, okay, you knew you were going to build this new world, okay? You knew you were going to stay in this full energy, and now these people, they don't know what to do, okay? And that is why you are who you are right now, all right? So just understand, you are the best in the business too, all right? Must understand. These people, they thought they were really dealing with a joker or something. That's what they really thought. They thought that you were going to be easy takedown. No. Okay, because the thing about it is that they only have a tower to face, all right? This is what this High Priestess is in, okay? Anybody's around them, they're all jumping out of buildings, okay? It's not a good time over there, okay? That is why when people are in their tower and they see that things are going to get way worse, they are quickly going to want to come clean, okay? They want to find the easiest way out, okay? This High Priestess, they will never come clean. They will take this to the death. So that is why I tell you this in this King of Swords reverse person, these people, they are done. They'll never, ever in a million years, ever give into that, okay? So just trust me when I tell you, these people, they got problems, okay? They are Eight of Swords in a self-imposed prison. They are stuck, okay? Stuck, okay? You throw the Knight of Pentacles in there in reverse, okay? Stuck, working without reward. They are straight up in this self-imposed prison. And they did it all to themselves because they wanted to listen to this High Priestess in reverse, okay? And now that's why there's a tower here for them, okay? And that's why Seven of Swords, everybody wants to come clean, okay? People are thinking, they're going through their head right now, let's say that much. Thinking about coming clean right now, okay? Because they are giving up, okay? Seven of Wands in reverse. They are giving up on this, okay? It is finished. There's nothing else they could do. They cannot stop this fool, okay, from building this new earth, okay? It is not possible. It's just they tried. Don't have the spiritual rank as you. They don't have the same rank, okay? And that makes them angry, okay? They think like, you don't deserve it or something, but that's why they don't have it, okay? Because they're so retarded. So just understand that's why they have a Ten of Swords here coming also, brother. So you must understand what's going to happen for this High Priestess, okay? You got the Ten of Swords with a tower, okay? This is causing people to lose their minds right now. They never thought that you were going to be coming back now, okay? They never thought that this deceptive Page of Swords in reverse, this High Priestess in reverse, was ever going to be outed like this, and that they would also be outed with them. All their, cronies or whoever they promised that never got nothing. Nobody got nothing. All it was is a big loss. Okay, and you're over here just doing your thing, and they're trying to pretend like you ain't even around, okay? But the thing is that they clearly see you, okay? They know, okay? You under surveillance, like it's like you can't say you don't see nobody, all right? It doesn't work that way, all right? So that's why these people, Knight of Pentacles, they're feeling stuck. They're stuck. They're working without reward, okay? Towers, Ten of Swords in reverse. It's over. That tells me it's over, okay? Three of Wands, okay? And it's getting there. It's progressing to that point, all right? It's very, very, very close now, and that's what people are seeing, and that's why, I'm going to say it again, Seven of Swords in reverse. people want to come clean. They're just trying to figure out how to approach you. They don't know, okay? It doesn't, just listen, they can't approach you unless they're going to do the right thing. There's going to be no people coming to, it doesn't matter who comes to approach you, okay? Because whatever, you're going to see through it anyway. And even if they are trying to deceive you, it doesn't make a difference, because they won't even be able to get close to you, okay? Because you're a fool anyway, and you don't give two shits what they say. You think you're going to listen to them? Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We'll give you open hand smack, tell you beat it, kick you in your fucking ass. You ain't going to come here and tell us nothing. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you, ain't nobody coming here telling us nothing, because we are the best in the business. We are the one who brings the fun, because we are the sun. There's our buddy on the bottom there, okay? So just know that Three of Pentacles in reverse, that this very much disharmony here, okay, amongst this High Priestess and their coven, okay? Just say it feels like this High Priestess feels like they're working alone. Nobody wants to help them. Everybody's walking away. Nobody's really close to this person. They don't want to be buddies with them anymore. They like you more now. They said they're always on your side. They just didn't know what to do. Okay, now they're all disorganized. There's group conflict, lack of teamwork. Everything's all fucked up. Okay, this High Priestess has a Ten of Swords, Tower, people coming clean. This tells me that there's chaos over there. I feel like I'm seeing people running around like all behind each other's back, all just every man for themselves right now. I feel like it's like almost like they're on the Titanic, okay? And everybody's, trying to, it's at the end now, where there's no more boats. How do we get out here? I don't know. Figure it out. Okay, because we know how we're going to get out of here. This King of Pentacles is going to come pick us up. The King of Pentacles is going to come scoop us up, brother. They're going to say, come on, let's go. And they're going to bring an Ace of Pentacles with them, too. Okay, because you are a Nine of Pentacles. And they're also going to bring an Ace of Cups, because you are a Nine of Cups. You're a wish come true. So just know, your King of Pentacles is also a King of Cups. Okay, they're your two faves. So just know, they are headed towards you. Believe me when I tell you. Okay, believe me when I tell you. And you already got the King of Wands watching your back, okay? And not to mention the King of Swords sees everything. So you have the entire Emperor all working for you, okay? You ain't got one negative, and not one negative thing came out this entire reading. Not one negative, okay, when it comes to a masculine energy, okay? And we're going to keep it that way, because it's all here to see this High Priestess reverse. This is what real masculine energies now are seeing for what this is that this High Priestess in reverse, this energy that is an embarrassment to the feminine energy, okay? And now we're eliminating it. There's going to be no more of this whorish witch type stuff. Queen of Wands in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Not happening no more. Them days are over, okay? And who says it? We did. And if you got a problem with it, come do something about it, is all we got to say, brother. Okay, because let me tell you something. The illusions have been shattered, okay? Moon in reverse. The illusions of this High Priestess about you have been shattered. 110%. There's not even a way they could come back. There's nothing they could even say. The more they say, the better for you, okay? Let them talk. You don't even have to respond, okay? Because just know, they have a Ten of Swords here. They have a Tower, okay? So they're going to get the Tower, Ten of Swords, okay? This Tower will bring an ending for this High Priestess. You must understand. So just remember, this is all you need to know. This High Priestess, they're finished. Done, finito, okay? Their deceptive Page of Swords ways reversed. Their deceptive manipulation is done, brother. It's done, okay? Because Knight of Pentacles in reverse, all they're doing here is working without reward, okay? People feel stuck. They're bored around this person. This person, they can see this High Priestess in reverse is all about themselves. They can clearly see that. Okay, and that's why Three of Pentacles in reverse, there's disharmony, or people feel like they're working. There's no group, what's it called? There's no teamwork there, okay? It's very disorganized, all group conflict, okay? So the people are seeing this, they don't want to be around this, especially the group, okay? So that's why Seven of Swords in reverse, they want to come clean, okay? So just know, and when they come clean, this fool, okay, brother, that has this new world, what they're going to build, they're going to build the foundation, and how they're going to build that foundation is going to be on this Ten of Cups, okay? So just know, this new world is going to be built, okay, by this fool, built on a foundation of Ten of Cups, okay? And they've had that Seven of Pentacles, that long-term view, and they worked hard to get here, okay, brother? So just know, right this second, what needs to happen before this happens, is already happened, okay? The tower for these people, this high priestess reverse, is now in the tower, okay? Now, gives them the people coming clean, seven of swords in reverse, will eventually bring this 10 of swords, okay? And that's when all the energy gets cleared, okay? And that's where we'll end it on that. But, you know, because that's how it is right now. That is what's going on, okay? I'll do another one after this, but I'll do more like a future, see where that goes, okay? But as we speak, that is the collective energy, okay? Full, complete, okay? New world, hard work, okay? And over on this high priestess side, you seen, all right? So just know they're done. So let me astrologically talk to you for a second before I go. All right, let me astrologically talk to you. What I do my one selenite thing? Where'd it go? There it goes. There it goes. Sorry, I already did that earlier. So let's see what's going on here. See who this high priestess is. I mean, we know who it is. It's most likely, you know, we know who this high priestess in verse is. Know exactly who they are. Okay. They know exactly who they are, brother, because let me tell you something. Uranus and Gemini was the final piece of the puzzle, okay? That is what has got you here, okay? Uranus right now is in retrograde, okay? But understand, when it goes direct back in Gemini, there's going to be a serious issue for these people, okay? Because you have your Mercury and Venus in Gemini, then you add that Uranus, that just superpower. That's supercharged energy, brother, because you are the king of the water signs, okay? You are the Cancer. You are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, okay? So there's nothing anybody's going to say or do that's going to, you know, keep you down or have anybody look at you any differently, because now they see who you really are. They see you are the star of the show, okay? So this Pisces, they tried to say that, you know, they were the star, okay? They said, oh, we're the king of the water signs. But this person now has been seen as nothing but a really sick person. This person really went out of their way to bring you down. You have to understand, this person did a lot of sick things behind the scenes. They wanted to be you in the worst way. They wanted your destiny in the worst way. But now they're going to be living in the streets in the Five of Pentacles, because that's what they wanted for you, okay? And you transmuted every last thing and sent it back to them. They created that energy. That's their problem, okay? Because that's what Venus Williams told us. They said, let me tell you something, brother. This Pisces over here, they'll never, ever be like you, okay? They said, you're the best, Cancer. They said, that's why we were in your natal chart, Venus and Gemini, okay? Venus Williams said. So we just understand that Venus Williams said, love is coming here, okay? You are able to get love. Open your heart, okay? That's what Venus Williams tells me to tell you. Open your heart chakra. It's headed your way. Love is headed your way. Okay, because it is the age of Aquarius now. We're getting there in full swing, okay? You are a rising sign Aquarius, okay? Everything is coming into alignment, okay? The shift is here, all right? So anybody who tried to be a fake type in Aquarius, some forward-thinking person, whoever was a fraud is now being exposed for being a fraud, okay? Because Mercury, it's being communicated very, very clearly that people are a fraud, okay? There's a lot of people, Mercury and Gemini, that's, you know, in your sector. Not now you throw the Uranus in there, that's supercharged communication, okay? That's why you always find these new ways to communicate with people, because you have the supercharged. You're supercharged like that, brother. Believe me, I know. Because listen, brother, like I said, who's that high priestess in reverse? Scorpio, okay? So, like I said again, Pisces, Scorpio, trying their best, okay? They really thought by the two of them were going to come up against you and they were going to defeat you, okay? But they were very, very mistaken, okay? Because nobody could defeat the Cancer, because you are the king of the water signs. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it a million times. It is a fact, okay? And whatever Aquarius thought they were going to partner up with that people, and they thought that they were going to come against you and this is where they were going to get their luck from, this person was sadly mistaken. Whoever listened to this Gemini, this person's also going down the tubes, brother, because they are also persona non grata. This is also a high priestess in reverse energy. So you got to understand, Saturn's here, okay? Karma is here for these people. Anything that they said or did about you, any bullshit, finished. They're done, okay? They're done. They're going down. Any detectives, any judges, anybody who took a bribe, it's all coming over. Your careers are all over now. Every one of them. Okay, any neighbors out here who think that you don't see them, anybody who sees this stuff, listen, we already know. Okay, we're just playing them. Okay, we're playing them. Saturn coming for you. The cult of Saturn is coming for you. They think I don't know about that cult. Okay, that's Hollywood motherfuckers. These Hollywood pussies are this cult of Saturn. They've been stealing your energy for this whole time, and now they know that you got it back. Now they're terrified. Now they're all coming toward. They're gonna come around. They're gonna try to intimidate you, perhaps. Okay, but that's not gonna work. Okay, because when they do that, they're only going to make themselves look so stupid, okay? Because you are the king of the water signs. I told you this once. I told you this twice. I'll tell you it a million times, okay? Pisces and Scorpio do not stand a chance against you, okay? Because you also have a 4-planet stellium in Libra, okay? Not to mention a 4-planet stellium in the 8th house. So nobody's going to come up against you. Nobody. You have too power. You're too powerful, too balanced. It's not possible. I don't know why these people think it's even possible. I guess it's like a challenge and just whatever. We knock them down. They come up, we knock them down. That's all that matters, okay? Because listen, we're here to build this new Earth, okay? We're waiting on our Taurus Earth sign, though. We're still waiting for the earthly. We still have no earthly matter to us. We're made of air and water, but we do have the help of all the fire signs, though. Just no Earth yet, okay? But this Taurus will be coming sooner or later, okay? And we're very much clearly communicating that to you, Mercury, okay? So just know we have no earthly matter to us. What do you want from us, okay? If we don't have any earthly matter to us, how are we supposed to do this by ourselves without the Earth person? Okay, come on. You know what I'm saying? There's need somebody to navigate Earth, brother. Come on. Like, Pluto, that's like, we got the transformation, we got the 8th house, we have all the other stuff. We bring the magic, okay? We handle that kind of stuff, 8th house stuff. We don't handle Earth stuff, okay? We handle water and air stuff, okay? That's what we do, okay? And I'm clearly communicating that against you, Mercury, okay? So just understand, that is why we need this Earth person, okay? That is why we chose the Taurus to be our Earth person, okay? Because let me tell you something, brother. You still have this 4-planet stellium in Libra. You have too much air in your chart. It's too much is the much. Okay, whatever illusions were created about you, you are the Cancer. The moon runs you. You are the one who runs the moon. Nobody's going to tell you otherwise. And that is the end of it. It's the end of the days. And you know who's really going to be the end of? This Virgo, okay? Because this Virgo was your hidden enemy, okay? This could have been your sister. This could have been your brother. This could have been anybody. But just know, this person was your hidden enemy. And guess what? Everything is going to work out for you in Virgo season because of that, okay? Because that blood moon right now is happening. 999 portal at the end this year, just like the end is here for this Virgo, just like the end is here for this Pisces, just like the end is near for this Scorpio. 10 of Swords, brother. See you later. Goodbye. Have a nice life. See you next lifetime. Okay, these people are done, and I'm clearly communicating that to you. So just know that it is over for them, okay? Did it to themselves. You didn't do nothing. What'd you do? You just sat there and blocked it. Sent it back. And they wanted to put you in jail for it. Guess what now? Everybody's going to be seen for that. Okay? Because you have a caring connection over here. Okay? Believe me when I tell you. You're very magical. You're a magical person. Okay? Because a new supportive relationship is on the horizon for you. Okay? It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. Okay? Either or. We have a kindred spirit. Sagittarius is a kindred spirit for us. Okay? It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. I did say, Venus Williams did say, open your heart chakra. Okay? So just must understand, that's what it's all about. Listen to your heart when they're calling for you, okay? Because sometimes you might feel like you're a little too dependent on people, okay? Maybe you feel like you get codependent. You get in these relationships, you guys get codependent on each other. So just know, there's something or someone you are clinging to, okay? We don't know who. It could be your counterpart. It could be anybody, okay? And it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. That is why it does not matter what anybody says or thinks about you, because that's none of your business. It only matters how you see yourself, okay? So you must remember that you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, and it don't matter what nobody else says because you are the best in the business, and you are the one who's going to build this new earth, and I think you're awesome, okay? So just know it's all going to work out, because we like to catch things in our hands like that. Look at that. Bow. See you later.